Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Once again, welcome to Lesbian Go. I'm your host, D, and of course, these are my two commentators. They're going to introduce themselves.
I'm Pam.
I am Yvette. Gosh, this evening, we're going to talk about something that's serious and dear to all of our hearts at this time. What is going on in all of our communities in different states in reference to these children, these young adults being murdered, or we can't even assume that because we really don't know. Let me change that. In reference to what's happening to our children, allegedly our children
are being murdered.
Yes, we are concerned. The latest one that I remember is Nolan out in Mississippi.
The one that went from the 4th of July.
That's the one from the 4th of July, but there was another one after that I'm hearing about. If you do your homework, you will see that this has been going on for quite some time.
It ain't just start.
It has it, and it's been happening systematically throughout all of our states. We need to be mindful of what is taking place at this time. We don't want to say it's a conspiracy in reference to the government, but at this time, like I said, the parents are not getting the answers. They're not getting anything, clear. All they're getting told is that these are suicides, and I don't believe our children are out here hanging themselves. I don't see that. And it is a very alarming situation.
Not that we don't kill ourselves.
Yeah, because kids are killing themselves.
Compared to like 35% of them killing themselves, it's like 2% of us.
But we got kids that are killing themselves because of
like 2%.
But hanging themselves? Let's be honest. I'm still black child.
How can you hang yourself
in a tree?
And tie the thing over there. How do you get all the way up in the tree?
You know how that happened. Like,
come on now, let's stop playing the game. They need to stop playing the game and stop acting like we're not educated enough to know what y'all doing to us and what y'all been doing to us. That did it to our ancestors. But this is the thing. This is the thing. They need to realize we're not our ancestors. We're being very patient. Very, very patient. Because let me tell you something. When you get us to where it's no return, it's going to be no return. Seriously.
Well, I think we are at the tip point at this time because, like I said, it's not just going on in one particular area. It is happening in all our states at this time. If you do your homework, you will see from men to women that there are an alarming enough numbers of our children being harmed, being murdered,
missing,
never to be seen again. This is ridiculous. I mean, one young man, I don't want to keep putting people's names out or anything. He went to, I think, Dell State College, and they hung him from a tree. A young lady, she was missing for about 2 weeks. They found her behind a church hanging from a tree. I mean, I could go on. Another young man, he was a father of 5, and they killed him because they say he had a lawsuit against the police department for beating him or doing something to him, and they said no, he wound up dead. And like I said, there are no answers when it comes to these family members, seeking justice. Trying to find out exactly what happened to their loved ones. They're just being told that it was suicide, and I think it's unacceptable at this point. I think
suicide.
It's more going on. They are allowing us to really know, and they think we are like on to just accept it because we have been for so long. But at this point, like I said, let's just be honest. It shouldn't take for it to happen to you and yours for you to be concerned because what happens today might not be yours, but who's to say it might not be tomorrow?
And in the future, right? So my thing is, it's not just with the hanging and stuff. It's with the getting shot in the back. I don't care if the person have a weapon or not. If they're running away from you and they did not turn back around, you cannot shoot them in the back. As going to an academy, we know you do not supposed to shoot them in the back. The threat is not towards you. It's running away from you. So stop playing these games like they're trying to hurt you. They're not. They're running away from you. Now, if they turned around toward you, or attempt to turn around toward you, or they half sideways toward you, then you do what you have to do. But if they back is straight backwards going, you're not supposed to shoot them. You know this, and you know the rules. What they need to do for this thing to stop is make these officers get insurance and make them have to pay it out their pocket, not the city. Them personally pay it, and all that shit will stop.
I'm going to be honest with you. I had a conversation the other day with a young lady, and she was discussing the fact that many of these officers, that take these positions, they were problem children and stuff. especially the white officers, they have a lot of issues and situations that their parents, because they might have had a little money or they was somebody in the community, they were white, they were able to erase that from their child's record, and they were able to get these positions of power. And this is why they feel.
But it's
the
not
way
even
they
that.
feel.
It's not that. But it's not even that. I work with the police department. It's family doing family, getting them pushed through.
And that's what I'm trying to say. It's a bigger picture here that we are not recognizing. We have been set up, like I said, as far as allowing these individuals to become police officers that aren't even
They're not qualified.
They're not qualified at all. And this is why we have the alarming amount of children getting
because
shot in the back.
they putting the standards down because nobody wants to do the job. So
Nah, but my thing is, they wouldn't want to do the job neither. I'm gonna tell you why they wouldn't want to do it. Before, let me tell you something. This is what I truly state and I truly believe. As being an ex-correction officer and coming from the Capitol Police Department, working with police officers and different stuff and judges and lawyers and all different types of people that I have worked with. I work with different types of people, all race. You should be a correction officer for 2 years before you can become a police officer. Your thinking thoughts and your seeing thoughts will be different. You would analyze a whole lot of things different. Because in that prison, we have no guns. We have no weapons to use. You have a radio and you have a mace. That's what you have. So you have to use this and talk to people. You can't just harm them. You can't just hurt them. You have to use your mouth and your thinking thoughts to get through in there.
That's the thing. They need to be trained more properly. Like I said,
they ain't no train no properly. They need to go to correction first.
Well, training is a part of that. Well, we're just saying that the protocol has to change because what they are allowing in the 2B officers is not acceptable, obviously, with what's going on.
They should never be able to be an officer before being a correctional.
No, that's
they should mandatory have to do 2 years in the prison. Then they know what they're dealing with for real out there.
I believe, honestly and truthfully, a lot of them, like I said, even if you study the history of the police and how it all came about, when they created that, it was to capture slaves.
Oh yeah,
it was to capture slaves. That the little badge that they created, and ever since then, this is where we're at today. Why would you think the mentality hasn't changed? As far as that, because back then it was only white people that were allowed to. They were capturing slaves. So, like I said, even though they would let some of us, slide in, the mentality hasn't changed. It's the same scenario, just a different beast, And like I said, we have to do something different because at this time you can see it's not working. We're tired of hearing these stories. Every year, for centuries, generation after generation, the same behaviors, the same patterns. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is one thing. Remember the father who lost his only son, and he went out there and he killed the cop. He killed the cop. He said he didn't give a fuck. He said, I go do the time. And if they kill me in jail, they kill me in jail. But I know I got something for my son. He thought it was, he was wrong for killing the wrong cop. Because he thought it was that cop. But that cop was there, but that cop wasn't the one that did it.
Every story that I always think about when I think about someone that fought back with the police is Larry Davis. I don't know if you guys remember him from New York. Larry Davis. Larry Davis went out of Jeep. They thought they was playing that man. He was selling drugs. He was doing wrong, and he knew that. But then they violated him and his family. And Larry didn't care. Larry fought back. Larry wasn't playing.
He killed a couple of them. They was
and that's sad because, like I said, you shouldn't have to become a vigilante, to protect you and yours because of what's going on out here because the society that we live in has created a system that is against us. They say justice for us. It is not for us. It's for them.
That's dumb.
And we just have to be realistic about it, Nothing is going to change unless we change, unless we make better decisions and choices for ourselves as far as who we allow to be leaders in our community, what we stand behind. But if we want this to change for our children, for them to be able to live, to be adults, to be old and see it, we have to change because this is not working out.
Well, not just that, our kids have to change. We got a lot of our kids out here, they're killing each other. Well, they have to stop. That's why these people think it's okay to kill us.
Exactly. But they don't even got to kill us. They allow us to kill us.
And that's the thing, because they have set it up systematically to the point where we do it to ourselves. They don't have to do anything at this point.
They drop the drugs in the neighborhood. They sell the drugs to the old
They create the music that
everybody.
our children listen to. And it was a time when I was growing up, in the 80s and the 90s, hip hop was very powerful. It was like community based. It wasn't about violence. It was positive images, positive, things we were discussing. When you listen to the music today, you don't even know what the hell they talking about.
They talking about split it wide, drop it deep.
You look at, you can hear the beat, and you're feeling the beat, but the sound, what they said is fucking ridiculous, and you recognize this is why our children is fucked up today. Things that we are them to
it's
listen
materialistic. It's all the money.
Yeah.
It's about money.
Like
They don't care about nobody. They care about their money. They ain't got to live in that neighborhood.
check this out. Now, we get on this. I don't know if y'all heard about the situation with India Ari, because I love me some India Ari. She said something in reference to a little young Miami song that one about spending money and
boosting
in the bag. I think, she had a very pivotal message for all of us as adults, who recognize the reality of society. Why are you going to tell these young girls to go out here and boost and get this money when you living behind a fucking mansion? You in a mansion chilling. You ain't out there struggling no more. But you telling them, boosting bitches where y'all at, get that money and make it make sense. I don't need it, but I've heard it because I think
she gonna sing herself. She don't care about. Instead of having them boosting, why don't you just get head on and open up a factory, get them some jobs so they can get head on and help you sell some bags.
The thing is, it's just funny once again how they get us as a community, as a whole, to go against each other. Because of course you got so many quick to say, oh, she hating on young Miami, she need to sit down. Are you serious? This sister's a very conscious sister. She has always brought us great material with her writing, her
singing, about her culture.
About her culture. She didn't say cancel her. She didn't say stop purchasing her. All she said was be mindful because our young girls are listening to this, and you don't want them to think that's the way to go because it's not. It's going to wind them in jail.
They're scared of the truth. That's why these people is opening up their mouths. They're scared of the truth. No, and then the ones that probably saying it is the ones that's out there boosting.
Well, all I'm saying is, we all knew, like I said, if you from the hood, you knew somebody was into that. Whatever. Most of us got our stuff.
I know a couple of them that got arrested too.
Right. And they went to jail, and they, had to figure it out or whatever. But all we saying in this day and time is us as being the adults, you got to be mindful to what your child is listening to. You need to be paying attention. You shouldn't leave that on nobody else. But if you choose to,
that's what you get.
It is what it is, but we shouldn't be arguing amongst ourselves as a race and showing these other races that we can't get along. At this time, but we got to stop.
Yeah, we've been had to
we
stop.
Divided. We've been divided.
We the only race that don't get along.
They keep us so disenfranchised with the bullshit. We can never focus on what we really need to be focusing on.
Everybody is
paying attention. Y'all don't see what the fuck they doing to us? I'm sorry. Mad, man. Mad, man. I'm mad about it. No, because somebody got to get mad.
Everybody's mad about it.
But getting mad ain't gonna solve it.
It ain't gonna solve it.
It ain't gonna solve it.
Somebody got to say it. Because like I said, at this time,
that's why we're here. We're saying,
what is going on?
We're saying,
what is going on?
The same thing been going on.
What's been going on? This
black people, we feel like it's like the crab mentality.
Yeah, as soon as somebody getting up.
Damn.
The hate is ridiculous. How you hate your own. You could be in a relationship with somebody today and tomorrow they hate you like a motherfucker. Why? Why are we like this?
Because we're supposed to be building together, not tearing each other down.
That's all we seem to do.
This is the thing.
Because we worried about somebody having more than us.
Why we like this? Why?
She gonna tell us about that.
We like this because it's the slave mentality. Nobody don't want to open up their minds. Everybody is scared to feel and hear the truth. Plain and simple. One thing I'm going to say, if we had some Nat Turners out here, like the slave Nat Turner, go look it up. He had the motherfuckers running like fucking roaches. He had them running. And it took another black man to give him in. That's how he got killed. Because his own fucking people gave him in. And he was trying to tell his people, look, they running, they scared. We could do the same thing to them as they're doing to us. I always say, do unto others what they do to you, right? I say it. Do something to me, I'm going to do it back to you.
Nah, but you don't never want to lower your standards for nobody.
Nah, sometimes you might have to lower your standards to make some people scat like the
I would
roaches.
never allow myself to be low vibrating for nobody.
That's why we can't get nowhere.
Nah, if we stick together doing it,
Nah,
if we listen,
If
so
first of all,
yeah. So this is the thing. Y'all taking it the wrong way. Y'all think I'm saying hurt each other. I'm saying we stick together as black people and do what they do to us.
But the problem is it can
we
never
can't
happen.
get us together.
Even in our own family, they don't get along. Like
my cousin don't like me, and I don't like my cousin.
We just got to stand together.
See, one person said she thinks she know everything.
It's about standing together.
Together.
The thing is, they keep trying to wipe us out. They're gonna figure it out sooner or later.
They ain't gotta do nothing. They just gotta let us be.
They're gonna figure it out sooner or later.
If they leave us to be, we'll kill ourselves off because that's what they doing.
Exactly. That's the sad part.
You don't see that they're not doing. They doing their little bit.
Not just that, they're helping too because they got the mask that you can put on your face, look like a black boy with the hands and stuff, and they're going in the neighborhoods doing all those shootings.
And it's always to know the fact that we are our own worst enemy.
The worst enemy.
And that's just the reality of it. We hate amongst ourselves. We hate within our own family structures. It's just hate and anger and bitterness. Why? I don't know. There's help out here if you need it. You need to get it because at this time we need to figure this shit out. Like it ain't gonna get no better. Like this don't make any sense.
It's just like the family's been spread apart. When I was growing up, my family was together.
Oh my God, the tightness.
The family was together. Something happened to one, everybody was there. Then as the patriarchs and the matriarchs and all them start passing away, now these generations,
I grew up with my cousins. They were more like siblings than cousins because we was always around each other.
Exactly.
We was always around each other. Yeah. Now I actually got nieces and nephews that don't even know each other.
I don't.
The cousins that don't even know each other. That's really sad, man. Yeah. I never thought I would see this day.
You only see these people at funerals.
And that's even worse, yo. And then when you get to the funeral, that's all they say.
We gotta hook up.
You never do. You never do. No, you never do. What happened to the structure of family love? It's been broken down.
The people who kept it strong and tight are gone.
And the ones who are here, like I said, that's why I demand my respect. I'm gonna give it, but I also want to always receive it. And that's the thing because our elders, they demanded respect, and we have respect for them. That's why I don't play that shit today. I don't care. Young or old, I demand my respect because, like I said, it's a certain way you carry yourself, yo. And for some of us, people be fucked up and they got the game fucked up. That's all I'm saying. We need to get it together. We need to get our family structures back, build stronger and better. Start having them Sunday dinners again. Start having them barbecues and inviting everybody. And like I said, we need to do something different, man. This shit, I don't like, what I'm saying. I'm very excited right now because me and my family, we about to go away, I'm saying, shortly. And, we're going to spend some time together. And, that's important, for you to do them things and, get out. It is important, Like I said, everybody working and doing their thing. But when y'all get together, you know what I'm saying, all that other bullshit got to go to the side. Things we need to be discussing within our family structures to be discussed. Joys, happiness, good things, even some things if you can help others or they can help you. That's the time and the period to do it. But we need to get our families, tighter again. We need to, get them bonds back. It's sad that family members don't even know family members. Little cousins don't know cousins, they just growing up strangers, like, and that's a concern too.
Okay, so once you get the family structure going and all that going and it's good and stuff like, how do you get the black group of people, the community of people together?
Well,
how do we do that?
Where
we watch out for each other, that nobody could get picked up or watch 6 or 7 people, white man beat a black man down or Chinese man beat a black man down. Because I just seen a video like that. Dude sitting out there, 6 Chinese dudes around him, they argue with him, or suddenly the Chinese man just fucking clock him. But this is the thing. The brother standing there, another brother standing there, another brother on the other side standing, and they taping while these fucking 6 motherfuckers is jumping this black man. Because he won his money back for his food. He didn't want the food no more. Because the food, he said, tasted sour. So they want to beat him down because he and they store arguing. So he came outside the store. They came outside the store with him. But the thing is that you got the other black brothers standing there watching it.
But you know what the thing is? Why is that store still open though? That black people.
In that black
because the black people don't stick there. He ain't do it to my son. He ain't do it to my daughter. I like Chinese food. You can make your own damn Chinese food.
That's the problem, though. Everybody want to be recording shit. Like I said, instead of helping the brother, y'all just sitting there watching because y'all want to be what they want to go viral.
It's the light.
They want to go viral. You know, like make it.
We'll never get another Mississippi when they beat that man by that boat. That white family.
I remember.
We'll never get another
real, yo.
Like
I never
people
forgot
stuck
that
together.
day. Yeah, that shit was real.
When people stuck together, they stuck
that
together.
right there is a classic, baby. Yes, I remember.
And that's the way we need to be. When we see shit going on, we have to stop it. Listen, I'm not saying that get yourself hurt. What I'm saying is calm that shit down. No. We're not gonna allow y'all to hurt them.
So check it. I recently seen one. I don't know when it happened. Last year, the year before, it was a young lady at a carnival, right? One of the little local carnivals that came by. I forgot what state it was in. And I guess she was having a problem with her children getting on this particular ride with the gentleman that was, doing the ride. He was a white guy.
Oh yeah, I seen that video.
Motherfucker, he did something. He touched it. Man, they fucked his ass up. You hear me? He got beat the fuck down. All right, he was running for his life. That's the type of shit we need to be on. When somebody do something to one of our everybody and their mother need to get the fuck involved. All right? Because they beat that man so bad, he was dragging out that motherfucker trying to get away from them people because they was whooping on his ass so bad for putting his hand on a black woman. Okay? That's what the fuck need to be happening every time.
And he hit her when she had a kid, too.
Yep, the baby was right there. I never forgot that shit. But this is, because I ain't into violence, but I'm just saying, if you bring it, then we fucking need to bring it even more stuff. That's what I'm saying. Let these motherfuckers know what we're about.
We have to get on the same level. Stop staying on this cool level. We have to bring it to that motherfucking hot level now. Because like we said, too many getting shot in the back. Too many cops are just handcuffing brothers and just punching them in the face like it's okay. Look at the one that was in the jail cell just in Texas. The female officer. Now, the thing that cracked me up. You're an officer. If you didn't have that fucking badge, you wouldn't do the shit you do.
That's what it is. It's a badge.
If you didn't have that badge,
superpower,
you wouldn't do the shit you do. Now, let me tell you something. Would she have punched that woman in the face if that woman wasn't handcuffed?
No.
And pregnant? She did it because she had a fucking uniform on with a badge.
Yeah. But that's what I'm trying to tell you.
But this is the thing. Don't let that badge trick you. You bleed too. Don't let that badge trick you. You could get got too. This was told to us in correction by a captain. Don't think that you can sit up there and beat on these inmates and they can't see you in the streets when you don't got the uniform on.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why, like I said, with reference.
That's what they need to recognize and know.
The police and whoever else is in any type of police type of career position. A lot of them, like I said, mentally, they are not prepared for that type of position, but they are taking these jobs because, like I said, they feel the power of the badge. They feel the power of having that gun, but without these things, trust and believe, half these motherfuckers
without
doing none of the shit.
They pussies without them.
And that's just if you.
A correction officer got more heart than them motherfuckers. You walk into a system where you got 100 inmates in a dorm area, and we got nothing but a goddamn badge on our chest. A radio and a gas. That's it. You had to get down. You got down for the 5 minutes. You got down until the ninjas came and stopped that shit. Plain and simple. These motherfuckers with the gun, they quick to fire.
And that's why
you that fucking scared. Don't fucking be a cop.
They are that scared, and like I said,
they put them in the neighborhoods where they don't belong.
Right, exactly. I mean, I remember growing up, even as a little girl, when we would see police officers, and they represented that they were black, and they were for the community.
And if there was a white one, he was with a black one.
And he was cool because he put them on and let them know.
But they walked the beats to know the community.
Not like today, it's a little.
They don't do that today.
They don't even live nowhere near where they came from, but they come here and try to tell you what to do and how to do it. Really sad. Understand me.
We always get off the topic. That's what we do.
Chill with it. Times in, I feel, like I said, children, being. So, we just want some answers. We want parents to get answers. To why their children, are being,
Are not here today.
are not here today. We don't want to say anybody did anything because we don't have any proof, but we know something is not right.
You know what they need to watch? That chocolate.
Oh yeah, man. We keep telling y'all about that movie.
Not trying to put out no movie, but A Spoon of Chocolate is a good movie.
Y'all need to see
that movie out.
because it's happening. It's happening more prevalent than you realize.
Chocolate. It's by Raza. I think it's by Raza, right?
RZA from Wu-Tang Clan. RZA from Wu-Tang Clan produced this movie. It's called A Spoon of Chocolate. Please check it out. Please have your young adults watch it with you if you can, or suggest for them to watch it.
It's a real thing.
Some parts.
No, it's a real thing.
No. The thing is, some parts are gonna have a little sexual in it, a little sexy. But just to let y'all know,
the premise of the movie is important.
Yes. Not about the sex thing.
Well, right, but if they let the kids see it,
don't let the babies
just let
watch
not the babies, but the young adults, yes, young teenagers, they need to watch it.
Good movie.
And
Great
like
movie.
I said, pay attention very close to what you are seeing and hearing because it is definitely
That's what's going on now. That's why we can't find these kids.
And that's why that movie wasn't pushed because they do not want our children to see.
They don't want to.
That's why they put it inside like 2 theaters.
And in reference to
it was one theater out here.
One theater in Delaware, yeah.
We went and seen it, but that was the only thing. I don't think it even lasted long. Maybe
it wasn't even. It was a week.
And that was it. It was gone. This is what they do because they don't want that message to get out. Like I said, all they want is the negative stuff, the negative music, the negative images to our children. Anything positive, they're not going to, put out there. We're putting it out there. Let you know. It's called One Scoop of Chocolate.
A Scoop of Chocolate.
A Scoop of Chocolate. Please watch it.
Is it a scoop or a spoon?
A spoon or a spoon?
It's a spoon. A spoon of chocolate.
A spoon of chocolate.
All right. Well, y'all need to definitely check that out. Please, at your most earliest convenience.
Spoon of chocolate.
Like I said, we just, want y'all to be mindful. Like I said, I'm concerned, even with our black family members that, some people feel, it's a good thing to send your children to these white schools, and they be the only black kid there. But if you see what's going on, I think y'all need to think twice.
It's called One Spoon of Chocolate.
One Spoon of Chocolate is the name of the movie we are telling you guys to watch. RZA produced it. Please, it's a very serious message in there, referencing what we believe is happening to all our kids out here that are being harmed. We want y'all to please watch that movie. But in reference to, like I said, what we're discussing, we just want y'all parents, like I said, particularly African Americans, any type of race,
start talking to your kids
about the fact if you are going to schools that are predominantly white and you are the only predominantly black child there, please be mindful of what we are doing. I think you think you're doing the right thing by your child, you're setting them up for success, but let's be honest, you see what's going on now. These people are their friends, and these people despise them.
They're using
and
them
they
as
are harming
sacrifices.
them, and it's a problem, as y'all can see. So be mindful of that as well. Like I said, I know we all want better for our children. We want them to be successful, but we also want them to live. And what we're seeing here,
to enjoy life,
and to become adults and be grown and old. And come on, they're not making it, because of the choice decisions that some of you are making because you think it's the best thing for them because these white schools are, taking them in because these great athletes or whatever. But okay, look at what's going on. Let's pay attention, people. Let's stop being so foolish and recognize, like I said, what is happening amongst our own, and we don't like it. We want some different results. We want answers for these parents, that their children have been missing, have been harmed. Please, like I said, we have to do something different. I don't like what I'm seeing. These stories they're heartbreaking, and it shouldn't take for it to happen to someone that you know and love for you to be concerned.
Yeah.
We are a community as a whole, one race. We are human beings first and foremost. I don't care what color you are, what sexuality, what your financial background is. We are human beings first and foremost, and everyone deserves to live comfortably and be safe. And at this time, our children are not safe. Let's just be honest.
And then what makes it so bad is the young man that got killed in Wilmington. He was running, so the cop just assumed he running for a reason and assumed he had a gun. The boy didn't have a gun. He was running from a dog. He was scared of the dog, running from the dog, and back turned told the cop. Cop claimed he thought he seen a gun and shot him. Come to find out, the boy didn't have no gun.
He knew that boy.
He had no gun at all.
He knew that boy had no gun.
But this the thing that cracked me up. They just showed a video with a white dude chasing the officer with a machete. The officer running around the fucking car like a damn idiot.
He ain't turn around and shoot him though.
No, he never shot him.
No, he ain't gonna shoot him.
Never shot him. He running around the car, breathing fucking hard.
He ain't gonna shoot him.
I said, put it down. Put it down. Put it down. The dude run this way, he fucking run that way. The dude run that way, he fucking run that way. The dude start chasing him, he fucking running. Come on, what happened to turning around and shooting him? He's a fucking threat.
It's different when it comes to them and us.
Yeah.
Let's take, for instance, Nolan, the young man that just got killed out there in Mississippi for the 4th of July. Why did his mom and him have to go in the father to that white young man's house, the so-called friend, and the phone was there? They found the young man's cell phone at that house. Well, now they're claiming that there was messages taken off the phone.
That's a federal right
She
there,
had
federal.
the thing on her child's phone, you know, the locator. So she was actually able to get there and get the fucking phone. Now, mind you, is this not the one whose mother's a judge? The one who was quick to put her shit up there and let everybody know, oh, I'm going to take my family off of social media. I'm a judge.
No, she was. From what they stated, when they got back, she told them to lawyer up.
Right, and they all lawyered up. And that's another thing, because let's just be honest here.
She's a judge.
Funny, because right now,
she's a judge. She told them to lawyer up.
Free. They still free. If it would have been the other way around, if it would have been 3 black boys and a white boy, and he wound up there, we all know them black brothers would have been in there.
That's like that Central Park thing, remember?
Oh, yeah, and we all know what happened with that.
Locked them up, and one didn't know.
They didn't even do it. And that's what we just saying. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Shit is blatantly being placed in our face, and we acting like we don't see it. We pretended it ain't
happening. White is right.
And ain't nobody doing shit about it. And it's a problem.
Gotta stop that shit.
It's a problem. These motherfuckers don't like us. Not all of them, but the majority of them. They got hate in their heart for us. And it's always been there. And even though society has pretended it's not, it is.
But not even that. Like I told you.
Why? The whole question is, why? We didn't do anything to them. They did it to us, but they hate us so bad.
They hate us for being happy. They hate us for being.
I was listening to a white woman on Facebook.
I seen.
She said
they just hate us.
She started telling the truth. I sent it to you, Pen.
Yeah, I seen it.
She said they hate y'all because y'all intelligent. They hate y'all because y'all happy. Yep. They hate y'all because that they try to get rid of y'all and couldn't get rid of y'all. They hate y'all because y'all became successful people. Y'all became inventive. And she said, it's the sad part is, if they only put their head to it, they could have invented some shit themselves.
They so busy trying
to just up there stealing from y'all. We steal everything from y'all.
Fucking caves. We taught them how to wash their own fucking ass. They didn't know what to do. We the ones. We created them. Are you serious? That's why they hate us. But they know the truth. They just don't want other motherfuckers to know.
The thing, my grandson was down at the pool. And my daughter called me, so me and my wife ran up out of here.
I remember.
And family of white. So the boy kept calling my grandson monkey. You fucking monkey. And the white mother ain't saying nothing. So my daughter was like, telling him, he ain't no monkey. And you need to watch your mouth. But the mother was still standing there. So, and Naya got us on the phone and said, we on our way. Them motherfuckers got the fuck up out of there. So when I got there, I said, yo, where they at? Because I made sure I had the sneakers on. Made sure I put the gloves on. Because guess what? I was gonna fight like a law enforcement.
They don't really want it, yo.
I was gonna fight like a law enforcement.
If they ain't got a gun or some type of weapon, they ain't fucking with us, and you know that.
Like, I ain't got a weapon. I was gonna do what I was taught in the academy. How to hit you in your gut, how to hit you in your face, how to blacken your eye. I was just gonna do what the white officers do. As a retire, I was gonna do it.
Like I said, something gotta give, man. Motherfucker just tired of it. Like I said, anybody with some sense and his conscience can see what the hell is going on. Like I said, I don't know why they think we blinded by it. You know, I guess everybody ain't ignorant. Everybody ain't high and drunk with you oblivious to the bullshit. Let's just be honest. Like, see what it is. Like, it's something have to change, man. This shit don't make
people gotta wake up. Black people have to wake up. Black people cannot be afraid of your history. It's the truth.
And they trying to take that shit away from us. And
it's the truth.
Telling y'all, be mindful of that.
Stop saying because it didn't happen to you that it don't affect you. Because it still affects you today. Slavery still affects you today. Some shit from slavery is still happening today.
They want to erase it. They want to act like it didn't happen. Don't let that shit happen. Always be mindful. Remember what the fuck they did to our ancestors. Don't never forget that shit. Don't. Because this is what they want. Don't ever forget how they had your people on the plantation. How they took our people from another fucking place. You know, some of our people was already here. They claimed that shit, and we all know the truth. The Indians was already fucking here. Ain't no fucking Christopher Columbus. He ain't find shit. He ain't discover a motherfucking thing. But the black people.
He couldn't even find his asshole.
So let's just be honest. They lied. All that history they coming up with is lies. The real shit, like I said, do your homework. You can find out. It's out here. Pay attention, people. See what the hell is going on. Stop acting blinded about, what they trying to put out here to us. Because it's lies. It's bullshit. The real shit, it's in the archive. Look it up. With all this technology today, there's no excuse for people to be ignorant about what's going on and what's happening in our society, our history. There's no excuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, like I said, we want to take this moment to just give you our point of view in reference to the way we looking at things, how we feeling about what's happening out here with our children, what's going on in all our communities in different states.
And it's just our opinion.
Only our opinion. And like I said, we ain't putting nobody out there. We just letting it be known, our own personal scenario.
And we ain't saying be violent. What we're saying is that we need to come together.
And be mindful. A peep game. See what it is out here. Stop acting ignorant and dumb and blind like they want. Giving them what they want. Instead of knowing what you got inside and what you come from. We come from greatness, people. Like, stop acting like you don't know what it is. Y'all acting ignorant.
Some people don't know, D. Some don't know.
They're not taught it, but they need to be taught. And there's no excuse. Because like I said, if you got Google or any of the other Maps or whatever, you can learn.
This stuff is not important to some people. They're more concerned with how they're going to make money.
And how they look and how they're going to get that bag, how they're going to get that outfit, how they're going to go out to this, and they're going to be flying in it. Like I say, you can do all that shit, but you can't take none of that shit with you. That's all I'm telling you. It's about what's up in here and what God sees. You can pretend and fake all you want. Like I say, but God see it all. God see it all. But anyway, my last thing, y'all got something last to say in reference to this subject?
You want to say, Fred?
You got something to say, go ahead.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Y'all ain't got nothing to say. Well, I guess we don't say it all then, people. We're going to thank y'all once again for joining us on, our Lesbian Go podcast. And, of course, we're going to see y'all next week. Thank y'all.
No, hold on. What I want to say is,
all right.
Stop pulling out them cameras and start stopping stuff. Stop letting it happen. Stop letting each other harm each other. Stop doing it. And for us to sit up there as black people, y'all want to jump each other and jump people and different stuff like that. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. If you're gonna fight and it's gonna be a one-on-one, let it be a one-on-one.
Let it be a fair one.
Let it be a fair one.
Let it be a fair one.
Let it be a one-on-one.
Don't do that no more.
Stop fucking jumping. Stand back just to make sure nobody else jump in.
Mm-hmm.
What, you so edgy that you want to get in it? Don't be edgy. Be edgy to say, you know what, let this be a fair one, and we all walk away to go home to see our parents and our family.
Live another day, baby.
Stop doing it. Try not to fight at all.
Talk
about it, because sometimes it's over some stupid shit. Over some stupid shit. Over something that somebody said on Facebook. Oh, I said his braids wasn't neat. So you want to fight me because I said your braids wasn't neat? Maybe I'm telling you, you got to get your hair done this time. It's time to get your hair done. If you don't have the money, maybe ask me, hey, I ain't got the money to get it done. Maybe I can loan it to you. But stop. You got to think over stupid shit. Stupid shit. And it's disgusting. And especially y'all ladies out here fighting and y'all titties hanging out and your ass is all out there and different stuff like that. Have some morals and respect for yourself. Stop the fighting, man.
That's a lot for our people. A lot of people ain't got that. It's hate to say it. Niggas don't got morals and respect
and
for
themselves. And then you're fighting around your damn kids.
Most of them party with their own kids. They get high with their own kids.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and how you think they're going to have respect for you? Once you decide that, if your child is not an adult, I mean an adult. We ain't talking about just hitting 21.
It's grown and they not smoking and getting high.
Respect, Joe, but it's certain limits you should never cross. Certain lines you should never go. But once you
my son drink, but you ain't gonna be smoking no weed.
You know what you don't do nothing. They don't have respect because the parents are getting the weed, light it up for them and give it to them, pass it to them. Like, nah, y'all, it's certain limits, yo. And like I said, once y'all cross that line, That's why y'all, they lose respect. You got to have respect, yo, for yourself, for your elders, and your elders should have respect for themselves as well to not allow that. We
That's
got to
gonna
do
be our
things
next
different.
topic.
We got to do things different, yo. Like I said, we got to switch this shit up. We got to get back to the basics because, like I said, what's going on in our communities, it's not healthy. We want it to be more healthier for ourselves, for our families, so we can grow as a community as a whole. We need to do better. That's what we're trying to say, as far as what's going on and the questioning of things that's happening because they know we're not on the same page. They know right now we all over the place. We disenfranchised, and this is why they're allowed to do the things they do. But if we come together and we show them unity, maybe they'll think twice. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying.
But anyway, y'all have a good evening. We will see you guys next week. Y'all take care. Peace. Check it again, y'all.